Okay, here will be the concentration of your nutrients. Okay, it require large amount of oxygen to grow. Okay, how it will grow? It will definitely consume oxygen from that your bubble, but how it will consume, how it will absorb, or how the absorption will happen, which kind of reaction mechanism will happen. Now first of all, if you have that oxygen, now let me make one more bubble. This is one position. You are injecting oxygen bubble. It have larger concentration of oxygen, and there is wide space. Wide space in term of means here you have lower. Okay, in your liquid medium, here the oxygen concentration is very lower. And what we are saying that when the concentration gradient, here I am talking about the concentration difference. This is the one of the reason for mass transfer. Okay, whenever there will be the concentration gradient from this position to this position, this bubble will move from higher to lower. Okay, just keep in your mind, in the heat transfer, what was happening? The heat was flowing from higher concentration to the lower concentration due to the temperature gradient. What is happening here in your bioreactor? Here you can see here oxygen rich bubble is there. It will flow from this direction to this direction. Okay, due to here, why? Because here the oxygen concentration it is low. Okay, you have got little bit idea that here will be the gradient of oxygen. Okay, then if someone will ask how the mass transfer and how the diffusion will take place, then you have to go into depth, then how the reaction will happen. Okay, first there is one famous law which is called as the Fick's law of diffusion, which determine how the diffusion it is happening. Okay, how we can derive the expression Na. It is called as the rate of mass transfer. Please bring your copy and pen, please note down. Okay, that will be good for you. I'm repeating, Na is equal to rate of mass transfer, Na. Okay, it will be proportional to your area. Just keep in your mind, there is one term you have got that it will be proportional to your area. Okay, now the higher will be the area, then higher will be the mass transfer. Okay, then in the heat transfer there was one more term, temperature gradient, and here will be concentration gradient. I am writing here in term of, this is multiply concentration gradient. How you will write? Del C by del Y. Please note down, del C by del Y. How it comes? Now you can see here your concentration, you are claiming it is concentration higher, oxygen concentration, your oxygen concentration it is lower. And if you talk about the distance, how much is the distance? You are saying this is very small difference, that is called as the delta Y, this gradient. Now this will be the proportional formula. This is called as the Fick's law of diffusion. Okay, then how it will be look like? Na is equal to, whenever you will equate, there will be one term called as the diffusion, DAB. Let me repeat, DAB. Why A and B? Why it is coming A and B? A, if you are determining the concentration of oxygen into your liquid medium, then you have to write DAB, diffusion of oxygen in the mixture of oxygen and your that liquid, whatever you have, liquid or media, nutrient, any kind of media. So you have to determine this, and minus Y minus sign. In the heat transfer, same, when heat was flowing from higher direction to the lower direction, like that, correct? Heat was transferring from higher concentration to the lower concentration. Same thing it is happening here, higher to lower. So minus sign dictating that thing only. Okay, then it will be A del C by del Y. Okay, this is the formula of Fick's law of diffusion. Okay, same thing we have read in your heat transfer. And similarly, if somebody will ask what is the flux, you have to do nothing. J is denoted by flux. J is equal to what it will be? Na divided by A. Na, your rate of mass transfer. Please note down, Na is equal to rate of mass transfer. J is your mass flux. Whenever you will divide with area, you will get the flux is equal to minus DAB multiplied by DCA by DY. This is the fixed law of diffusion. Let me write FICK, fixed law of diffusion. Okay. Okay, you have got little bit idea that how the mass transfer will take place around this bubble, but this formula that is okay, but what is happening inside your bubble? Okay, this thing we will discuss, then we will first move ahead. Okay, now we have read this thing we have discussed in last class, that how the gradient that the driving force help in the mass transfer. As we discussed, if there will be concentration gradient delta C inside your liquid, there may be it can be the driving force for mass transfer. If in the gases, if there is pressure difference, it can be the mass transfer, or if there is any kind of mole fraction difference, then there can be mass transfer that can exist. Okay, so we also discussed about that if there is the temperature gradient, it can also create the mass transfer, like your evaporation, same thing, evaporation. Okay, so we have got little bit broader that idea of the gradient, that chemical potential difference is the driving force for mass transfer. Okay, okay, then we will look that what are the mode of mass transfer, how we can transport our species from one position to the another position. Why I'm talking about species, not in term of concentration. Why? Because if there is two compartment A and B, if there is a small partition is there, okay, this is partition, or you can say this is semi-permeable membrane. A concentration, it is higher at this box, B concentration, it is higher in this box. Okay, when the diffusion will take place from this position to this position for A, CA, okay, and here the diffusion of B from here to here, CB, these are two immiscible liquid. Okay, when the diffusion will take place, here will be the boundary condition, or you can say the boundary layer at the mixture of both surfaces. Okay, at this particular point there will be diffusion. Okay, this thing we will discuss also, don't worry, this thing I will discuss today. Now why I'm talking about species, one word here, you see A will transfer from this position to this position, and B will transport from this position to this position. Means here species balance it is happening, which is going from one compartment to the another compartment through semi-permeable membrane. It is there, if it is membrane is there. Okay, it will transport from one position to another position. Okay, okay, now there is the three basic mode of heat mass transfer. Okay. So we will discuss about, there is the three mode of mass transfer. Okay, mass transfer by diffusion, mass transfer by convection, mass transfer by phase of change. Okay, we will discuss one by one, and we will see that how we can relate your heat transfer to the mass transfer, because both having little bit similarity. There is you can say there is analogies between both two, because in the heat transfer you are discussing about there is the temperature difference from higher to lower. For the diffusion, here will be the difference from higher to lower in terms of concentration difference. Okay, so here we will see that mass transfer by diffusion. Okay, mass transfer by diffusion, there is the two type of diffusion. One is your molecular diffusion, another one is eddy diffusion. Let me read two lines, then I will show one video also. The transport of water on a microscopic, now you see the word microscopic label means very small portion I am talking about, as a result of diffusion from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration in a system, or you can say the mixture of liquid or gases, is called as the molecular diffusion. What does that mean? Means if there will be the molecular difference will occur into your reaction system in microscopic level, then only molecular diffusion will occur. It is called as, you can also say it requires the actual migration of molecule, means molecule automatically migrate. That is called as the molecular diffusion. Now we will talk about eddy diffusion. When one of the diffusive fluid is in turbulent motion, the eddy diffusion takes place. What does that mean? Means you have to apply some kind of external force or external source of energy to increase the mass transfer into your reaction system. Means there is the two type of the diffusion. One is molecular diffusion, means very infinitesimally small particle I am talking about, means in the microscopic level I am talking about. But the second one is your eddy diffusion. Eddy diffusion means you are adding any kind of external force. Okay, we will check one video. Okay, there is a small video I am presenting you. Okay, okay. Okay, what we are doing here, we will see how the molecular difference, that the molecular diffusion, it is different from eddy diffusion. What it does, you have to add 1 drop or 2 drop of your dye or any kind of your food color. Okay, what it does, he added. Now you can see in the molecular diffusion it is automatically mixing. Now you can see migration, it is happening, actual migration, automatically it is migrating. Okay, it is mixing. But here eddy diffusion, what does that mean? You have to apply some kind of external source or any kind of external force. Then what you have to do, you have to stir with any kind of magnetic stirrer, or you can see by using a spoon he is mixing. So this is called as eddy diffusion. Okay, have you got the point? That this function, this mechanism called as the eddy diffusion. By applying any kind of external source of energy, you are mixing. Now you can see, if you want to compare that which one is the well mixed, now you can see it is called as the actual migration of molecule. But here you have applied some kind of external force, and it does not require any it does not require actual migration of the molecule. Means you have applied some external force of energy, due to that it get well mixed. Okay, now you can see the mass transfer will be very good in the case of eddy diffusion. Now we will see one more video. In the heat transfer, we already told that there will be the temperature difference, but in first class we tell that if there is a temperature gradient, if there is a temperature gradient, if there is a possibility, so definitely there will be the mass transfer. What does that mean? If there is the temperature gradient, if you add any kind of substance, so there can be the probability of mass transfer. We will see one video as well. Means due to temperature difference, mass transfer that can also occur. Now you can see this video. We will take two kind of fluid. One will be the hot fluid, another will be your cold fluid. Now let's see. Now this one is your cold and this one is hot. What we did, we added any kind of pigment or any kind of dye. Now you can see. Now here they have mentioned that higher temperature increase the energy, and therefore the moment of the molecule increasing the rate of diffusion. Second one, it is at the lower temperature decrease the energy of the molecule, thus decreasing the rate of diffusion. Now you can see what will happen, because due to the random molecular motion into the hot water at this particular point, in the hot water here will be the larger amount of the mass transfer will occur as compared to this. Now see, now diffusion, it is happening it very fast in the case of this kind of liquid. Now you can see after 5 minutes you see it is completely mixed due to the high temperature. As we told, due to the high temperature there may be chance of higher mass transfer. Why higher mass transfer? One reason, that there is the intermolecular force, or you can say the molecular energy will be very high in the case of hot water as compared to cold water. Okay, hot cold water and hot water. Okay, Okay, this is the same video, eddy diffusion. I will circulate this PPT. Don't worry. So we have seen two type of the diffusion. One is your diffusion through your molecular diffusion due to the actual migration of the molecule which is happened. Eddy diffusion means you are applying some kind of external source of energy. Okay. Now we will see that mass transfer by convection. What does that mean, mass transfer by convection? Okay, can someone tell that how convective heat transfer was occurred in heat transfer? Can anyone say how the convection takes place in your heat transfer? Okay, in the heat transfer, convection means you are one you can say the one liquid or one fluid will be in moving position. Okay, when something it is moving, then you would say this is your convection type of thing. Okay, now first of all, to understand this phenomena, that how the heat transfer heat transfer or convective mass transfer it is happening, you have to read little bit about the what is the difference between convection and that diffusion. Okay, how you will differentiate. If you have one pipe, and you are claiming and fluid is moving with velocity v, then if somebody is claiming that there is a mass transfer, or somebody is saying there is a mass transfer, it is happening inside your tube. Okay, then how you will approach? Okay, there is the two possibility. One will be, one can be diffusion, another can be convection. Convection, why convection? Convection will be 100% because you are claiming fluid, it is moving from one position to the another position. Then we have doubt about only diffusion. Okay, we will check, is it so diffusion happening in your liquid or not? How we will check? Just there is one train, this is your train, and it is moving, this is your train. Okay, this is your train, it is moving at very high speed, and you are standing at your platform, this is your platform, and you are sitting in your chair and eating burger, pizza, whatever. Then whenever you will watch the train, what you will find? You will find the person which is inside the train, which is moving at very high speed. And in comparison, when you will compare both, there you will find both kind of thing, like your diffusion and convection. I will discuss why convection and diffusion. Convection will come, why? Because there is the motion, correct? There is the motion. And why the diffusion? Definitely, I am talking about microscopic level, so definitely there will be little bit amount of the diffusion will be there, little bit amount of the diffusion. But we are not comparing which one is higher, which one is lower, but we are looking that definitely if you are talking about at very molecular scale level, then definitely there will be the diffusion, and due to the motion of the fluid, there will be your convection. Okay, now one thing, there is one another train, this is your train 1. After some time, you get up in one train, and both are moving at some speed, like near about, some train it is moving 100 km/h, and another train which is also moving in same direction, 100 km/h. Okay, then you find that if you will compare relative motion for both, you will feel no one is moving, correct? You will feel that no one is moving, neither this train nor this train. Okay, then at this particular point, you cannot say that there is convection term will come. Okay, you find that here at that particular point, convection term will come because something it is moving around your around you, means your train it is moving at very high speed, then you are claiming there will be motion. Due to the motion there will be convection, and definitely due to the microscopic level, if we talk about, there will be diffusion. And here what is happening, both are moving relatively similar velocity. What will happen, there only the chance of diffusion inside the train, there is only the chance of diffusion. So here the convection term will be 0, or you can say no convection will be there. Have you got my point? Yes or no? Chalo, we have got little bit about what is convection and what is the diffusion. We have differentiate, okay, convection and diffusion. Okay, now the question comes here, how you will approach. Okay, you have got little bit, there is convection. Okay, you have got little bit about diffusion, but how you will approach, how you will solve the problem, and how it is related to your bioreactor, and why we are reading this subject. Okay, now question comes here. Okay, let me share one. This is picture. Okay, now here is the one famous theory which is called as the two film theory. Just note down these points. Two film theory. I'm writing with mouse, sorry to say. Film theory. Okay, film theory. Very famous theory because it is related. It describes how the mass will transfer from your bubble, you can say that gas bubble, to liquid. Which kind of diffusion or which kind of motion it is happening in your reaction system. Okay, now this is your gas film. How gas film come, as I already told, if there will be your oxygen bubble, around the oxygen bubble there will be interface, or you can say there will be the boundary layer of what, inside will be your gas, here will be gas, I'm writing with G, and here will be your liquid, which will be the mixture of your nutrients or any kind of media. Okay, here will be liquid, here will be gas. Now what we did, we have prepared the boundary condition. Now you can see around the surface, at this particular surface, here will be the boundary layer. One will be the gas film, another will be your liquid film. And how it will change, now you can see the profile. At this particular bulk position, here the concentration will be uniform, but around this bubble, around the interface, there will be called as the one gas film, another will be your liquid film. Two film will be there. Okay, here at the gas, the concentration, what you are assuming, YAG, or you can say in term of pressure PAG, in term of pressure as well. Okay, and here at the interface, I'm talking about at the interface, YAI and PAI. For I'm talking about A, and for gas and liquid, both we have mentioned, correct? For the gases, Y, and for the liquid in term of C or X. Okay, have you got my point? At the interface I'm talking about, this is at bulk, I will be for your interface, I will be for interface for liquid, and this is for gases. Okay, that you have got little bit idea that there will be the interface around the gaseous bubble. Okay, and there will be the small film of gas film and the liquid film. Okay, then you have to determine how you will approach and what is the significance of the film theory. Okay, the phase boundary, or you can say the interface boundary, I'm talking about this boundary. Okay, boundary layer, you can say the interface, meeting of the two phase and the turbulent dyes at the phases. Now you can see they are meeting at the two phases. Now this is one phase, this is one phase, they are meeting together at this particular zone, I'm repeating again, please note down this point. At this particular zone, they are meeting together And second point, the turbulent dies at this particular segment. Now you can see here the turbulent you are assuming it is 0, and here the mass transfer will occur due to turbulence. Okay, this is based on your that film theory. The second point, that boundary layer, or you can say the film, the gas film or the liquid film, is formed adjacent to that liquid, adjacent to that, sorry, adjacent to the phases, you can say adjacent to the phases at this particular region, at this particular for liquid, this particular for gases. And these films are, you can say these are stagnant. Two terms just keep in your mind. We have discussed that at this particular region turbulent will be 0, here turbulence 0, here turbulence 0, and both the film, or you can say the interface, they will meet together. Gas and liquid will meet together. Third point, I told that they will be adjacent to that, adjacent. Now you can see this is both are adjacent to that. And fourth point will be relatively stagnant. Okay, fourth point just keep in your mind. Fourth point, it will be these are in stagnant position. Okay, you have got little bit that these are the boundary conditions. But question comes, how the mass transfer will take place. Now then we have to do little bit surgery on that also, that if there will be let me make boundary layers. I'm representing as a line. Okay, here you are claiming this is YAG gases at the bulk. Here you are claiming at the interface, let me write YAI. Here will be, sorry, here will be XAI as well, from here to here. Okay, from here to here YI, here will be XAI, sorry, XAI, and here will be sorry, CAL. Okay, this is CL, this is AI, and this is YAI, and here YAG. Okay, the question comes, as we are claiming, we are shouting every time that there will be the mass transfer, but how the mass transfer will take place? Now, here we already told that due to the turbulence motion, I am writing turbulent, TR I am writing only, due to the turbulent motion, here will be the mass transfer. Due to that reason, now you can see it is completely a straight line. You are saying that due to the complete mixing, or you can say the complete turbulence, here the concentration will be uniform at the bulk. Now at the film, here will be the concentration gradient. Here will be concentration gradient around the film, at this film. Then heat transfer, or sorry, the mass transfer will occur from this position to this position. But due to turbulent, no, due to diffusion, I am writing diffusion. Have you got my point? Here the mass transfer will occur due to turbulence. Here the mass transfer will occur due to diffusion. Similarly, here will be the mass transfer will occur due to diffusion. Here the mass transfer will occur due to turbulence. TURBULENCE. Okay, due to turbulence. Just keep in your mind what we are discussing. Now, if you will check at this particular position, this whole region, at your turbulent position, at the liquid, at the gases, there is the no resistance. Okay, no resistance, I'm writing no resistance. But at the interface, but at the film, there is, you can say there is little bit resistance. There is something which you can say there is resistance. Okay, but as you are also claiming that your mass transfer which is occur at this particular region, species will transport from this particular position to this particular position. How? Due to the concentration gradient. If we'll talk about concentration gradient, then definitely the diffusion term will come into the picture. Here you are saying that due to the turbulence, or you can say the mixing, the profile will be uniform, that concentration will be uniform. but due to the concentration gradient at the surface, or you can say at the interface inside the liquid film and the gas film, due to that heat transfer, or sorry, mass transfer will occur. So according to this theorem, which is called as the film theory, even though fluid is under turbulent, I'm repeating again, even though fluid is under turbulent flow, the critical amount of mass transfer happened due to diffusion or by diffusion. I'm repeating again. This is the very basic method to determine how the mass transfer will take place. Even though fluid is under turbulent, now you can see these are the turbulent point. These are the turbulent point. Crucial amount of mass transfer occur due to diffusion. Here diffusion will take place. Here diffusion will take place. Because why? First will be, there will be the phase boundary condition, and you are already claiming that there is the stagnant phase boundary condition first. Second will be your stagnant region will be there. Third will be your turbulence does not play any role. Turbulence does not play any role. Here you are shouting for turbulence, but here you are not shouting for turbulence. Here you are claiming for diffusion. Okay. Only by diffusion molecule will transport from this position to this position. I think you have got an idea that how the heat transfer, how the mass transfer will occur when you are talking about gas liquid system. Gas liquid system. This is your gas, and around there will be liquid. And we have discussed about film theory. Film theory. Let me write film. F-I-L-M. Film theory. Just note down all the points which I have discussed. Okay. According to this theory, we have discussed that fluid which you are using under turbulent flow, crucial amount of mass transfer will occur due to diffusion. Means the liquid को रहने दो turbulent में, but there will be mass transfer due to diffusion. Just keep this in your mind. Okay, please. Now next we will move ahead. We have got little bit idea how that mass transfer will occur. Okay, and mass transfer will occur due to phase change. Okay, of course there will be the mass transfer, like if you're talking about the boiling, evaporation, both are the mode of mass transfer. Now these all the theorem that which we are discussing, like the concentration and velocity plus flux, these are required to how you will determine, how you will quantify. These things are very fundamental. I think you have read in your chemistry in your first year. This thing is nothing but only conversion. Okay, you can read if someone it is facing there is some kind of problem, he can ask. Okay, because there is nothing new, like how you will convert mass concentration, means how much amount you are using. It will be M. Density, what will be the density? M by V. But here will be the mixture of that mass and volume will be same, because you are adding two compounds. If you are, this is your one chamber, this is chamber 1, chamber 2, then you have to add A and B. Rho total will be MA plus MB divided by V. This will be the whole formula. Okay, so you just read once, you will get to know what are the formula. Now you can see, if you want to determine the complete density of a particular mixture, rho will be the mixture of rho A, rho B. Complete concentration CA, CB, and mole fraction, definitely it will be the mixture of A and B. Okay, these are conversion. How you will compare, how you will determine this equation for the perfect gases, PV equal to nRT. How you will convert concentration to pressure term. This particular formula, just keep in your mind, because this formula we will use in derivation. That concentration, if you want to determine concentration, it is the ratio of number of mole divided by your volume. Formula PA by G. T. G is nothing but PV equal to nRT. This is RT. You can say the universal gas constant. Okay. R and G both are similar. Okay. It is mentioned here, no? No, he has converted. Okay. Same thing, velocity. Why velocity? Why velocity? If you have one chamber, liquid will flow, or the concentration gradient will occur from this direction to this direction. So there will be some kind of velocity of the species velocity, means one species will flow from this direction to this direction, because definitely they will have some kind of velocity. Now you can see here we have mentioned UA, UB are the mean velocity. You have to determine the average velocity. Okay. And definitely if one molecule will transport from this compartment, A compartment, to B compartment, there will be different density as well, because liquid have different density, gas have different density. So you have to multiply it with velocity multiplied by density plus velocity of gas or liquid multiplied by density divided by sum of total density. You will give the average mass, average velocity. These are the formula. Okay. Similarly, if somebody will ask that how you will convert into mole average velocity. Okay. And one more thing, let me show. There is the two approach, only two approach. If someone will ask what is the mass transfer approach, there is only two approach. One is your mass, in term of your mass basis. Okay, just keep in your mind in mass, means density will come. Another one will be your mole basis. Only two approach are there, only two. Now you can see how you will convert. These are the conversions. Like rho is equal to m by v. We know the formula. How you will convert into mole? Number of mole divided by the volume. Okay, you can easily get your mole basis. Okay, and these are the conversions. If you will read once, you would be able to easily understand how you will convert this thing. Okay, I think you have got little bit idea about how the mass transfer, how you can determine your properties like velocity, flux or concentration by using this formula. These are very simple formula. Just go through all these formula, you would be able to determine and quantify. And similarly, flux means N. Sorry. JA is equal to NA by A. Okay, this is the formula, but here the notation are different. What we are writing here? Here we are writing Na is equal to, notation are different only. Na is equal to, that's why I have written earlier Na. Na is equal to Ma by A. Ma will be your rate of mass transfer, and this one will be your mass flux, and this is your area. Okay. Okay, I have one question. If you have one bigger ball and small balls, can someone tell where will be the higher mass transfer? Question, I am repeating. If you have bigger ball and if you have a small balls, same volume. If it is volume, you are saying 1 meter cube, then you have 15 to 60 balls, small balls, which have the similar volume, 1 meter cube. 1 meter cube. Can someone tell where will be the higher mass transfer? Who will tell the answer? Can someone tell how that which one give the higher mass transfer? If you have bigger ball or if you have a smaller ball with same volume, anyone please tell?
Sir, bigger one has the higher mass transfer, sir.
Why? What is your name?
Sir, Daksh.
Okay, why?
Sir, because it contains more mass than a small ball.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Any more?
When
Okay.
when when they collide, and so the momentum will continue in that ball, sir.
Okay. Good.
Yes, sir.
Any other answers? If someone will say, just it is applicable to each and everywhere, huh? Each and everywhere. If you have 1 meter cube, okay, if you have small ball like this, like that, 50 small balls, same volume, 1 meter cube. Just keep in your mind the compound which have higher surface area, which will give the higher heat transfer or mass transfer. It is applicable to both. Okay, in the heat, in the mass transfer, that we know Na proportional to your area, correct? We have discussed. In the heat transfer, Q proportional to your area, and here del T by del X, just leave it, del T by del X, and here also del C by del Y, leave it. But here both, if you check, it is depend on your area. Okay. Question comes, don't reply. Whenever if somebody will ask which one will give the higher if the area will be the same, just tell him the particle which have the smaller diameter, definitely it will have the higher surface area. He is talking about volume. Just keep in your mind. Volume is same, okay, it's okay. But you are interested in area. Okay. Just keep in your mind, whenever if somebody will ask, just tell him, okay, Baba, if any compound which have the higher surface area, it will give the higher heat transfer and higher mass transfer. Just keep in your mind. Okay. That's, have you got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, huh? Bhulna nahi. Because whenever if you are talking about heat transfer and mass transfer, now just keep in your mind, you are looking for area. If the higher will be the area, higher will be the heat transfer. If the higher will be the area, then higher will be your that mass transfer. So the smaller particle, definitely it will have some higher area. Okay, higher area. If someone is saying area it is equal, then tell me, then both will be same, then no problem, both will be same. Okay, but if somebody is saying that your volume is same, then there is the difference of area. So generally small balls or a small size of particle will have the higher surface area. Okay, okay. I will stop for today. On the next class we will discuss, and next class we will try to finish this particular portion, that fixed law of diffusion we will start. I think we have discussed little bit about, but we will see how we can derive and how we can approach. Okay, and please read once mass transfer, because this is very fundamental. Okay, any question, please tell. If someone have any kind of question, he can ask.